Hillary Clinton has some advice for Democrats in the midterms. This is truly, I mean, it gets to a point where you're like, well, what can you really say about her? But this is truly jumping the shark. Like this is truly, this just really, I think, demonstrates the just utter brokenness of this party and of the media. So this is on an NBC interview with Willie Geist.
So where do you think the Democratic Party is right now? Because there are people who say the lesson of, say, Glenn Youngkin in Virginia was that he grabbed some of those independents and those centrists, and that maybe the campaign Terry McAuliffe ran was too far left. So what do you see as the state of the Democratic Party right
Terry McAuliffe is too far left
now?
I think that it is a time for some careful thinking about what wins elections, and not just in deep blue
and
districts
you would know,
where,
right?
A Democrat and a liberal
the biggest
Democrat,
fucking loser in electoral history,
is going to win.
In American history.
First of all, we don't know what the state of the map is going to be after all of the redistricting.
First of all, she says we have to think about what wins in purple areas, not just blue districts. Coming from a woman who, to her credit, did win a Senate race in the perennial swing state of New York.
Yes.
And then went on to do very, very well in places like Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Ohio, Iowa, Florida, Arizona, North Carolina. She won all of those states in 2016. Am I right? Hold on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sorry. She lost all of those states.
She lost. She is the biggest fucking loser.
See, I had
the history of American electoral
see, this threw me
politics.
off. My notes were all wrong here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this segment anymore. All right, I'm gonna have to just wing it from here on out, folks.
I don't blame a narcissist for narcissisting. I blame the media for giving her a fucking platform. Why would you ask this woman what she thinks about politics?
Well, this is NBC after all. All right, let's hear the rest of this.
Kate, they should interview your fucking children before they interview her about this subject.
Yeah, well, my children haven't studied politics yet. They're on dinosaurs now. But that'd probably be more interesting.
Well, they probably have more insight.
First of all, she completely throws McAuliffe under the bus. She doesn't try to say, yeah, he ran a good campaign. This guy has been so loyal to her and her husband. McAuliffe
they care about that.
He would kill for the Clintons. And if you would kill for the Clintons, it means there's a pretty good chance you have killed. and yet she feels no need to stick up for her buddy here.
It appears as though the Republicans in a number of states are doing their best to eliminate as many seats that Democrats can be competitive in. And so we've got to be very clear-eyed about what it's going to take to hold the House and the Senate in 2022 and to win the Electoral College, because also Republicans are doing everything they can to create an environment in which winning the Electoral College even narrowly, the way Joe Biden did, will be out of reach for a Democrat. So I understand why people want to argue for their priorities. That's what they believe they were elected to do. But at the end of the day, nothing is going to get done if you don't have a Democratic majority in the House and the Senate. And our majority comes from people who win in much more difficult districts. And our majority in the Senate comes from people who can win in not just blue states and hold those wins, as we saw didn't happen in Virginia, but can win in more purplish states. So, look, I'm all about having vigorous...
Okay, that's it. All right, so nothing's going to get done if we don't hold the House and the Senate. You hold the House and the Senate right now.
Exactly.
And nothing is getting done.
Yeah, right.
And her solution, like how you can come out of 2021 and think that the way Democrats can reverse their fate for the midterms is to accomplish less this year.
Yeah.
Like
promise less.
We have to do even less than we did in 2021. Willie Geist talks about, are the Democrats too far left? What do you mean too far left? You haven't done anything. They haven't done anything. What have they done? Rural broadband? So rural broadband is too far left.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to just do nothing? Are
Well,
you supposed to just be the pro-choice version of the Republican Party?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, as far as Hillary
Right?
Clinton.
I mean, that sounds like what they're saying.
There's a great clip that encapsulates Thomas Frank's like entire body of work better than anything I've ever seen. He did an interview with a French magazine. It's on YouTube. The title is something like "Why Hillary Clinton Lost the Election." It's something like that. And he basically sums it up by saying, to admit that by taking this turn, they lost the working class, that they lost their old base, and that their old base has moved to the Republican Party, is incredibly painful. And for people of Hillary's generation, they can't admit it because that would be to admit that their entire political project was a mistake.
Right.
And
exactly.
that's
right. Yeah, I think I've read that thing you're talking about, actually.
And that's it. That's what you see. That's why, fucking old mummies like Hillary Clinton are never going to give up this line. That's why fucking scum-sucking freaks like Claire McCaskill are going to keep popping up with their fucking Hansel and Gretel fucking, bulging eyes.
What I say, folks, new year, same us.
They're never going to give up this line. They're never going to give up this line because they know that once this narrative crumbles, they're going to have some splaining to do.
Right.
And
exactly.
They do not want that reckoning to come. They want to maintain this false premise that their politics is a viable politics, even though time has shown that it's not only not viable, it's a fucking disaster for the Democratic Party. It has been a disaster for the Democratic Party.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe wherever you saw it, on YouTube, on Rumble, or on Facebook. We have channels on all three of those platforms. Also, consider helping us create more content by becoming a member at patreon.com/do-dissidents or on Facebook, where you can become a supporter right through our Facebook page and get bonus content every week, as well as call-in access to our live stream shows. Thank you very much for your continued support.